हे बजरंग बली हनुमान, हे महावीर करो कल्याण,
हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे, आन पड़ा अब तेरे द्वारे। हे बजरंग बली हनुमान, हे महावीर करो कल्याण,
हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
बाल समय रवि भक्ष लियो तब, तीनहु लोक भयो अंधियारो। ताहि सो त्रास भयो जग को यह, संकट काहू सो जात न टारो।
देवन आने करे बिनती, तब छाड़ी दियो रवि कष्ट निवारो।
को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
बाली की त्रास कपीस बसै गिरी, जात महाप्रभु पंथ निहारो। चौकी महामुनि शाप दियो तब, चाहिए कौन विचार विचारो।
कद्विज रूप लिवाए महाप्रभु, सो तुम दास के शोक निवारो।
को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
अंगद के संग लेन गए सिय, खोज कपीस ये बैन उच्चारो। जीवत ना बची हो हम सोजू, बिना सुधि लाए यहाँ पग धारो।
हेरी थके तट सिंधु सब तब लाए, सिया सुधि प्राण उबारो।
को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
रावण त्रास दई सिय को सब, राक्षसी सो कही शोक निवारो। ताहि समय हनुमान महाप्रभु, जाए महारज नीचर मारो।
चाहत सिया अशोक सो आगे, सुदय प्रभु मुद्रिका शोक निवारो।
को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
बान लाग्यो और लक्ष्मण के तब, प्राण तजय सुत रावण मारो। लय गृह वैद्य सुखेन समेत, तब गिरि द्रोण सुबीर उपारो।
आने सजीवन हाथ दई, तब लक्ष्मण के तुम प्राण उबारो।
को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
रावण युद्ध अजान कियो तब, नाग की फांस सब सिर डारो। श्री रघुनाथ समेत सब दल, मोह भयो यह संकट भारो।
आनी खगेश तब हनुमान, जो बंधन काटी सुत्रास निवारो।
को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
बंधु समेत जब अहि रावण, लय रघुनाथ पताल सिधारो। देवी ही पूजी भली विधि सो बलि, देव सब मिली मंत्र विचारो।
जाय सहाय भयो तब ही, अहि रावण सैन्य समेत संहारो।
को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
आए भी अकेला, into this world we have come alone, और जाए भी अकेला, and in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। ये जिंदगी है प्यारी, एक झूठ सपना। ये जिंदगी है प्यारी, एक झूठ सपना। गैरों के दुनिया में नहीं कोई अपना। ये जिंदगी है प्यारी, एक झूठ सपना। गैरों के दुनिया में नहीं कोई अपना। सबके रहते हुए मैं हूँ अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला।
2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के तू करते कुमार। 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते कुमार। मार्ग चलते मोछ मनोरथ, मर्याद सब भाई के। मार्ग चलते मोछ मनोरथ, मर्याद सब भाई के। पर धन देख के मन अब ललचे।
करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे, आन पड़ा अब तेरे द्वारे। हे बजरंग बली हनुमान, हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
हे महावीर करो।
तीनों लोक तेरा जियारा, दुखियों का तूने काज संवारा। तीनों लोक तेरा जियारा, दुखियों का तूने काज संवारा। हे जगवंदन केसरी नंदन, हे जगवंदन केसरी नंदन। कष्ट हरो हे कृपा निधान,
कष्ट हरो हे कृपा निधान।
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे, आन पड़ा अब तेरे द्वारे। हे बजरंग बली हनुमान, हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
Okay, sit down, everyone. So, we should be by carrying cremation side around 5 past 11, 10 past 11. So, because of that time, well, I am starting very close at 10 o'clock. By about 10:45, 10:40, I'll be wrapping up and we'll be moving to the door, right? We'll make one stop by the door. So, I will begin immediately. Well, every time I have to do this thing, my mind needs to be prepared because each person is somebody loved to the family. But when it comes to occasions like these, when I have family members of my own, well, I can't explain to you the night before what I go through mentally. It's a whole different thing. But today we're here to perform the Anti-Shri Sanskar. So I call her Kaki. That is how I knew her from small. But her husband, which is Smiti Dada, that's how I call him, and Mayaja were brothers. So the connection there is very deep. But before I start, I just want to tell you something. My brother and I, when my dad was alive, we will go by Uncle Vinu, the house, and pitch marble all in the drain and all over the place. So when I went to him and this area, I know what you're talking about. And later I'll talk about it. You know, things like that you remember. Time flies, you know. Anyway, today we're here to perform the Anti-Shri Sanskar of Mrs. Indardai. That name is so strange to me, Maharaj. And I say we perform the Anti-Shri Sanskar because it is all of us. And what we're doing here today, it's simple. We are going to purify the body, the mind, and the intellect. Because as Hindus, even though the body ended today, we know there is after, something coming after. And I'll talk about it in about 10-15 minutes, Bhagavad Gita. So why we purify the body, the mind, and the intellect? Because the body has gone and it will go today. But something continues, which is the Atma. Not only what we do today will benefit the soul of the deceased, but it will also bring some solace and comfort to Uncle Vinu and all who are left behind, that we have done something for closure. So everyone, please stand. I will have to move from the mic now, you know. Right? Yeah, I'll do my thing. Come on.
Om Vishnu Vishnu Visha Adya Shri Brahmana Yaditi Paradi Shri Sevara Kapimita Mantri Ashtabit Sutamikari Yogi Karakram Chani Punyakshete Bhodavatari Vardhamani Chanali Shri Cunupia Grami Punyakshete Bhodavatari Vardhamani Pingala Vikram Sampatse Lakshanayani Maga Shri Shamase Shri Pakshe Ekadashi Kitau Mangal Vasari Hasta Nakshate Ayushmaniyo Valakarani Rishtagrati Surya Kanarati Shankisha Greshu Greshu Yatha Yatha Rashi Kamriteshu Kashabhotas Amokanamnaha Indardai Maharaj Petasya Anti-Shri Karma Aham Harishi. Everyone please cast your hand and close your eyes, contemplate in the form of Bhagavan Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna. Om Yam Brahma Varuni Daru Damaruta Stunvanti Devyai Svavai Vedaihi Sarva Parakramo Upanishade गायन्ति यं सामगाः ज्ञानावस्थितसर्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्य तं न विदुर्सुरसूरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. Thank you, please take a seat. We just have a song to Om Kashyap Gotrasya. Is that right? Om Kashyap Gotrasya. Indardai Maharaj Mityastani Shivani Mitam Snanam Putra Deti Eto Kopetishatam. Om Kashyap Gotrasya. Indardai Maharaj Mityastani Shivani Mitam Gandam Maya Deti Eto Kopetishatam. Om Kashyap Gotrasya. Om Kashyap Gotrasya. Indardai Maharaj Mityastani Shivani Mitam Gandam Maya Deti Eto Kopetishatam. Om Kashyap Gotrasya. Indardai Maharaj. Om Kashyap Gotrasya. Indardai Maharaj Mityastani Shiva Nimitam Puspamala Maya Deti Eto Kopetishatam. Om Kashyap Gotrasya. Indardai Maharaj Mityastani Shiva Nimitam Puspamala Maya Deti Eto Kopetishatam. Bring him along. Om Kashyap Gotrasya. Indardai Maharaj Mityastani Shiva Nimitam Puspamala Maya Deti Eto Kopetishatam. Om Kashyap Gotrasya. Indardai Maharaj Mityastani Shiva Nimitam Puspamala Maya Deti Eto Kopetishatam. Artino. Write it down. Yam Dware Maharaj, Om Yam Dware Maharaj. Om Yam Dware Mahabore Andena Tamasavate Ratchavalorkanataya Deepa Yam Upatishtatam Om Kashapotasa Indardai Maharaj Krishtasa Mitistani Shiva Nimitam Deepam Mayadete Upatishtatam Om Yam Dware Mahabore Andena Tamasavate Ratchavalorkanataya Deepa Yam Upatishtatam Om Kashapotasa Indardai Maharaj Krishtasa Mitistani Shiva Nimitam Pushpamala Mayade Nimitam Deepam Mayade Upatishtatam Om Yam Dware Mahabore Andena Tamasavrate Tachavalorkanataya Deepa Yam Upatishtatam. Take it out. You were bringing the food spin. Om Kashaputasya. Om Kashaputasya. Om Kashaputasya. Indardai Maharaj Pritasya Sani Shiva. Nimitam Ishate Pindumaya Dete Pindomaya Dete Pindomaya Dete
Okay, Sitaram again. So I will spend majority of the time discussing Bhagavad Gita, some reference symbolism of death. But I want to start, So I'll just call her Kaki. She made around 85. So some here will say, well, back Rav, that was pretty old. You might say, well, she lived a long, fruitful life, not so? But ask Uncle Vino that, no? He will tell you something quite opposite. He will say, well, you know what, Rav, I'll take 1 year again, or 10 years. He can't even give you a time, because nobody wants to decide how long somebody should live, not so? And you want to decide how much time she would have gotten? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to tell Uncle Vino, well, I've given you 5 years. That is for the Supreme to decide. You all agree? The Supreme will decide when you're coming and when you're going. Everybody else could speculate and say, well, it was good or it wasn't good, it was enough or not enough. But why we die? Well, we die because all the karmic obligations were completed. You had fulfilled your duty on planet Earth in the body, and there is nothing more you could learn to benefit yourself spiritually, so you are taken. That is why we die. What is death? Death is simply when the Atma leaves the body. You could die when you are young, even in the womb. You just come out a year old, 7 years, 10 years, 50, 100. It could be a stroke, heart attack, murder, accident. But all these things, one thing is in common. The Atma must leave the body. We agree? So this is what death is, right? Well, before I do what I have to do, Uncle Vin gave me something here to read. So I'll read it for you all. It is really towards his Mataji. This your son Vinu, letting you know that you are the best mother in the world. You tried your best in everything you do. As of today, I will cling to the memories. I know it will be hard for me, but I will have to go on and see what it is like. Ma, many nights I cried. I never mention it to anyone. But Ma, your one son did everything he can do. Many times, when you are in pain, Max and Milo, those are the two German shepherds you have home, will come and sit in the room. My tears will never stop flowing from my eyes for you. I know you need to rest, but Ma, never forget your one son. So bye, Ma. Tell Pa, Savi, Sita, Vin, ask for him. Vin, no. No. Uncle Vin asked me to read this just now. And just reading it there, my belly started to hurt. And you will understand exactly, you know when emotions are real, because just reading that, it hits you in your heart, not so? So I know the pain he's going through, but his pain is different. Why I read that first for? Because I'm going into Bhagavad Gita now. Nar, you want to come and say a few words before I start? Okay then. So please clasp your hands and close your eyes and contemplate on Bhagavan Krishna for me. Think of him standing with the yellow dhoti, his feet crossed, the peacock in his forehead, the basuri in his hand by his mouth. I will do a few verses Gita Dhyan, and then I will go in chapter 14 Bhagavad Gita, where I'll spend about 20 minutes. Om Partaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanina Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhe Mahabharatam Advaitam Ityavarshanin Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayanim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshanim Namastute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Phula Ravindaya Tapata Netra Yenatvaya Bharata Taira Purnaha Patranito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapana Parijataya Totra Vetreka Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Metuduhe Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Param Anandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Yam Brahma Varunendaru Damarutaha Stunvanti Divyaistrave Vedaihi Sangha Prokramo Panishader Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyana Vastita Targaten Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Navidur Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmei Namaha. Prem se bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lala ki Jai. Okay then. So going straight into Bhagavad Gita. Watch my time. 10:18. Chapter 14. Ataha Chaturdasho Dhyayaha Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Slok 5. Sadvam Rajastam Iti Gunaha Prakriti Sambhavaha Nibadhanyati Mahabaho Dehe Dehi Namavyayam. Hear what Bhagavan Krishna is saying here. He said Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, these three gunas born of nature, tie down the imperishable soul to the body, Arjuna. Now I know you know what the gunas are, but I'll tell you quickly in case you don't know. They said Prakriti Sambhavaha. They said these gunas are born of nature. These gunas are like modes of action. Modes of nature. They exist before you, they will exist after you. So, Bhagavan Krishna says they tie down the imperishable soul. So before I go into it, Uncle Vin, you got to hear me clearly, right? Because this is for you more than anybody today. This soul in khaki here was Roman before. We agreed? He said the imperishable soul. Now if you look around this room here, it's going to sound bad. But everybody you are seeing here in the future will not be around. We agree? Because we are perishable. This building here at some point to come, in the future, everything, the roads, everything around here will cease to exist. But the only thing in this room right now, I know that is eternal, is the Atma that was once in khaki, and the Atma which is in you and I. That is the only thing, because Bhagavan Krishna says it is imperishable. You follow? So if you get that, then everything here will go at some point in time, because it belongs of the earth. It was made by man. You follow? Now hear this. They said these three gunas born of nature tie down the imperishable soul. Now I'll tell you quickly. Sattva is good, constructive. So when somebody is the Atma coming back, we say tie figuratively. But if I want to tie an animal like a cow or a dog, I use a chain or a rope and I tie the animal to a post or something, right? The animal has a certain room to move depending on the length of the chain. We agree? But it is tied for a while until you let it go. The sattvic quality will take your soul and bind it to your body if you are constructive. So it literally binds. But you also have rajasic, which is in between. Rajasic is like you are good, but you're doing something for a reward. I'll come into that later. And then we have tamasic, which is completely destructive. It is chaotic. You want everything, but doing nothing. You are like demonic, asura-like quality. Now these gunas exist before you and I. When your Atma enter the body, Bhagavan Krishna says, these three gunas born of nature tie down the imperishable soul to the body. So it's like you are bound to your body with these gunas. You follow? It's like a temporary rope pulling you inside. Now before I continue, the soul is imperishable. There's a word called immutable, meaning that is unchanging. There are no English words or human words that could describe the soul because it is not materialistic. It is not of this place. It is of Bhagavan Krishna. It's a spark of divinity. So no words I use can really justify what it is. But there's one term that comes to my mind. Satchitananda. And I'll break it down fast. Sat is truth. This represents the soul, existence. Sat. It is unchanging. Time will pass. You and I are here right now in 2024. How many have come before us? How many will come after until the end of Kali Yuga? We don't know. That number is so extreme. But the Atma is not changed by time. The Atma that was in Kaki was somewhere before, it did not change. It was in her body presently until she died, it didn't change. When it leaves the body, it will not change. It is immutable. You follow? But here the thing. While the Atma was in the body, it learned a lot of lessons through experiences. But when Kaki was born, well, I was not wrong. But I am assuming to her parents she was a divine light, a Devi into the house. Not so, Uncle Ben. She probably brought so much happiness to them that they couldn't believe Bhagavan Krishna gave them such a beautiful daughter. And I can imagine she running, screaming, crying, pooping down the place, whatever, bathing. Parents are actually going through the joys of parenthood. But at some point she became a teenager, got married, moved out on her own, had her life, became, I now understand, a great-grandmother. Life passes you by without you realizing, As you do so, you reach 20, 30, 40, 50, gray hair. You're old. The older folks who know what I'm talking about then. And you're thinking, but wait, just the other day I was in school. Just the other day I was in my parents' house. It passes you by. Why I'm telling you this? I want to sing something for you just now. When she was younger, I could imagine how many times she had fallen, cut her knee, parents pick up, mommy kiss it, daddy hug her door, you're okay. But as you got older, that same body, Uncle Vin, when you're falling, you're playing cricket when you were smaller, get a little lash bat hit you, you fall on, you get up. Try to do that now, Later, when you fall on, you might take 10 minutes to get back up because the body is no longer efficient. It doesn't serve the purpose to the soul as it used to. You follow? It's like an old car. At some point, even though you love it, you have to let it go, because the engine doesn't run. It's too expensive to maintain. So the body starts to break down. It's telling the Atma there's something coming. So here it is. Uncle Vin didn't want her to pass away. Neither me. But if you look at it realistically, who wants anybody to suffer? Who wants to see their family members in pain? Yes, you want them here. There's always hope they'll get better. Not so? But that is a man-made emotion. We want that for them. But what Bhagavan Krishna wants? Pinjare ke panchi re tera dana dana jaane koi tera dana dana jaane koi. When I came in here, I was hearing this. If you don't know the words, I'll tell you quickly. Oh, bird trapped in a cage. No one knows your pain and suffering. From the outside, you appear to be silent, but on the inside, you are weeping bitterly. If you understand that, a bird trapped in a cage, no offense to anybody who has a bird, but do you really understand what the bird feels like in a cage? A few years ago for COVID, everybody was locked down in the world, and I was going mad in my house because I lacked this simple freedom of coming out to buy groceries. I'm sure you felt the frustration. Well, imagine a bird in a cage spending all his life when it was born to fly and reproduce and be with its own kind. You think it happy, but do you understand the pain? Why the poet, and why do we use this song for death? Auntie was like a bird in a cage coming down to the end, because the Atma is this bird trapped in a cage. What is the cage? The human body. The Atma telling her, listen, you're not able to move the way you used to, speak and breathe and function. Time has come and I need to move on. So the older folks, they will tell you certain things, well, beta, listen, are you ready to go, And you will say, like, those kind of thing, why are you saying that foolishness for? You ever hear them? And they say, well, next year somebody, don't talk like that. But the Atma know. And the Atma make the body behave a certain way, and they'll give you hints that they're ready to go. I ain't finished yet. Bahar ke so kamosh rahe hai, bhitar bhitaroi, bhitar bhitaroi, tera dana dana jaane koi, tera dana dana jaane koi, pinjare ke panchi re. Next time you hear that playing in a funeral, you understand they're mentioning a bird trapped in a cage, right? That is how she was, and that is how you and I are. You wouldn't want to agree, but you're probably young right now. They probably have your whole life ahead of you. But some point to come in your life, the body is going to start to fail. And you yourself will reach a point when you're probably in a hospital or on a bed alone with your own emotion and reflecting. And you will tell yourself, you know what? I have done what I have to do. Time to leave. But everybody else wants to keep you here. I'm going to Bhagavad Gita now. Now I mentioned just now, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamasic Guna, they bind the body, they tie the body to the soul, right? I'll continue. I'll do a few more quickly. Sloka 9. Sattva, Sattvam Sukhe Sanjayati, Rajaha Karmani Bharata, Jnanam Avritya tu Tamaha, Pramade Sanjayatyuta. Bhagavan Krishna says, Sattva draws one to joy, and Rajas to action, while Tamas, cloud in wisdom, impels one to error and sleep. So hear this. Remember I explained to you all these gunas, they tie the soul to the body and they bind them. Well, if you are Sattvic, as you all are, some are a little more than others. If you are Sattvic, Bhagavan Krishna says, it draws one to joy. This joy is not the kind of joy you think, no offense to anybody. But drinking rum by a rum shop, that is temporary. How far will that take you? When you come home, you might vomit, you might be sick the next day. If you continue doing it, you'll kill your liver and you'll suffer. Plain talk. You understand? That is not joy. Buying a new car, that joy is temporary too. A child come into our house, that joy is temporary too. All these things are novel, but they fade. When you were a child and you got a present or a toy, wasn't it the best thing in the world until the next toy come along? Yes? Joy fades. But this joy, Bhagavan Krishna talking about, Uncle Vin. He says, Sattva draws one to joy. You know what that is? Somebody want to go in satsang. Somebody want to go to the puja room and pray. Somebody just want to give charity just for giving and nobody watching. That is what he's talking about. You doing something just to benefit yourself. No reward. You get it? That's what he's talking about. Praying, meditating, just being happy in your own. I come and just want another thing. He said, while Rajas to action. We are born by Rajasic quality too. This is why we are human birth, including me. It means that everything I do, or what most people do, they want thank you in return. I'll give an example. These words are strong. Huh? Somebody dying, and you come to help them. But in your mind, I'm helping you because I'm watching that house, you have 100,000 in the bank. That is the motive. And you might find that harsh, but that is the reality of Kali Yuga. Your best of family will do this because there is something that they want. But ask them to come and leave their home just to take care of you, just so now. They will say, well, what in it for me? You all follow? This is the reality of the place, And we Hindu people do that to ourselves. When I talk about Uncle Vino, no, he's a whole different Sadvik character completely. Because I commented him just now. And the last one is Tamasik. So Tamasik, take your own parents and throw them out of the house because you want it. Tamasik, brother and sister, okay, and when parents die, they're fighting and killing each other for land. That is Tamasik. That is just one example. It is a poison that will ruin you and bring you down, and you will take it to your grave. Tamasik is also clouding your judgment. You know. He mentions here sleep and slut. You know what that is? Going to school and not studying. Sleep and slut. You have to do something, I'll put it the next year. You rather lie and put off you. You know there's a word procrastination? That is what Tamasik do. Tamasik is not just destructive murdering. It's in all of us that make us lazy, not try to benefit and move forward in life. Now, I went through those briefly. Let me tell you about Uncle Vin. There's nothing I'm going to say here you don't know. But I'm going to say this young man, but well, he's an older man compared to me. But my uncle here, the letter he wrote and I read, it emphasized to me what he did in his life for his mom. And not much people will do that, to be quite honest. Leave her life and come here to make sure that she is okay. I'm not doing it to make him look good, no. I'm just showing you the Sadvik quality that he had. He didn't want anything. He doesn't want anything. He just wanted to make sure that she was taken care of. What a son. But where that come from? Sadvik quality come from parents. You have to have that to develop that. So I would like to say Kaki was Sadvik and Smriti Dada was Sadvik because they created children and Auntie Savi and what's my next aunt name? Auntie Sita. They are of Sadvik. They'll have long time I see her. They are of Sadvik nature because their parents were like that. Do for no return. You understand? Anyway, I'm going to continue quickly, right? Now it's past them. Here the last two. Verses 14 and 15. Yada sadve pravedetu pralayam yati dehabret tadotam avedan lokan amalan pratipadyate. Bhagavan Krishna says, Uncle Vin hear this, right? When a man dies during the preponderance of sattva, he obtains the stainless ethereal world, which is heaven, etc. Attained by men of noble deeds. Now you would hear any learned person, especially in Hinduism, say, the last thought you have in your mind, if you leave with that, that is where you go. Haven't you heard that before? Well, that didn't come just so. This is one quote, and I'll say it again. Bhagavan Krishna says, when a man dies during the preponderance of sattva, meaning that if I die with the thought of the supreme or goodness, he obtains the stainless ethereal world heaven. We call it moksha, or there are many realms actually that you go to. That is true, so he's saying it here. So if you want to die studying, well, I have 2,000 in the bank, or my BMW, or unresolved business, that is what you take in with you. Forget all that. You're going to die anyway. Somebody going to get what you have. Whether they abuse it or use it well, they're going to get it. You follow? My son told him last week, my daughter and my son fighting. I say, hey, this house is not yours, you know. Him, who won it is? I say, it's mine. And your mommy won. Him, for real? I say, yeah. Him, well, where are you going to live when I get big? I say, you build your own. So I try to frighten him a little bit to understand that. He'll agree, you know, fighting for twice. But you know how children are. Try to show him that we build this for you all, but don't figure it's yours. Because when I no longer here, that is for sister and brother to share. You follow? So I'm teaching them from young. Try to have sadvik in them. Not to be too materialistic. Because you have to build your own in life. Or if you inherit your parents' one, no problem. Take care the best you can. They're not working and suffering just for us to blow it away. I'll go to a trip to France and buy a BMW and they land down, you know. They sacrifice for us to have something in the future. Anyway. So if you die with goodness, you go to one of the realms. But you can't be bad all your life and fool yourself. Uncle Vince, some people are crazy, you know. They're wasting their life and hurting people and they're thinking when they die, they're going to think of the Lord. Your mind naturally tarnished because you live a life like that. So you have to change the way you think. You understand, Uncle Vince? That's why you're good. That's why your mom was good. You're naturally good in your heart. Natural goodness comes out. Why I think Milo the next one come to you? There's sadvik in them animals. Bhagavan Krishna send them by you because they know you will take care of them the best you could. You understand? The last one now. Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangeshu jayate tata pralannas tamasi mudha yonishu jayate. Bhagavan Krishna said, this is the last one I'm telling you. Dying when rajas predominates. He is born among those attached to action. So when you're dying, if all you're thinking about is something here, your wife, your husband, your children, which is not bad, but you are studying the Lord. You studying the Lord? You studying your wife and your children? Yeah, okay then. But study the Lord now. You're studying your house and unpaid bills and your car. Well, if that's what you're studying, you will come back here because you are not thinking, you are rajasic. So he said, he is born among those attached. That is why I know we are rajasic. Because in our last life, we thought about something here, so we were sent back here. It is simple. You follow? If not, we would have been Sadvik totally, and we wouldn't have to take human birth or any birth on planet Earth. You understand? But we are all rajasic. And the last one. Those who expire during the preponderance of tamas is reborn in the species of the deluded creatures, such as insects and beasts, etc. That is why, as Hindus, we say, a snake, dog, cockroach, rat, tree, believe it or not, has an atma, just like you. And it probably was somebody before, but because they were destructive in their life, murdering, killing. You see what happened in Trinidad? Well, it's a byproduct throughout the world in Kali. People killing and don't even care. And you might feel whether they get anywhere. Well, I always say, take care of your partner. Because when you leave as a domestic creature, you might come back in my house for me to mash you like a cockroach. Literally. I'll spray with some big gun. You follow? All you hear what I'm saying? Or I might cut you down as some weed in my house. Because of the life you live, you came as a deluded creature. This is very real according to Hindu philosophy. You understand? So, I'm going to stop you, Uncle Vin. I'm going to recap quickly. It is my belief that anybody I do anti-Ashi sanskar for, that they are Sadvik. I would like to think so, but in this case, I know so for Kaki. Ever since I was a child, Rav, she had a way of talking like she was singing, boy. I don't know what it was, but the older folks had a kind of way that it's different. Me, my voice hard and harsh and abrupt, and them older folks had a way like, come, beta. Well, you know what I'm saying? Real different, boy. They had a kind of love about them that different. They came in a different time. They would give food, take care of you, give anything they had, even though they were hungry. A very different type of civilization they came from, yes. Our young people like me and younger, we greedy, boy. We live in a rat race. Just to get rich, die quick. That's what we're thinking about. But before I conclude here, continue being the good, noble people you are. Because you are noble. Right, Uncle Vin? You are an extraordinary human being. An extraordinary uncle. You could have well played cricket too. It's not an easy day for Uncle Vin or the family who have lost Kaki. But think about it this way. She had lived her life. The coming down to the end probably wasn't so well physically, but she was a bird trapped in a cage. And we want her here, but what does she want? She wanted to leave the body. Bhagavan Krishna understood, now is the time at close to 85, I'll take you, because she finished everything karmic-wise. 89? Oh, she had 4 more years than I thought. 89, wow. Well, she was close to 90. Well, yeah, wow. Well, that is what she was given. That was stamped for her by Brahmaji. My friends, my Pitaji, the late Pandit Ganeshdat Maharaj used to always say, when you come to a funeral, what are you leaving with? You know, more people come, and when they see a person deceased, crying is normal. I cry for my parents. I ain't care. I cry for them. I love them very much, and I miss them. So there's no shame in that. But there are some people, they came, and some people will come for your funeral with real regret, because they heard that person in the past. Here's my lesson that my Peter Jesus said. You and I have a chance that Kaki do not have. She cannot tell Uncle Ven again how much she cares for him, or she cannot say or describe how she is feeling. That has passed. But you and I have an opportunity when we go home to call somebody and tell them, listen, forgive me, I made a mistake. Or I let it go. If you don't want to talk to them, that's okay. But just let it be. Stop being so materialistic and run on things that is beyond your control. enjoy the money that you have, live and be happy, but forgive. Because one day to come, your parent will be there too. And then you will face what Uncle Vin faced now and what I faced before. It's not a nice experience. Anyway, with my limited knowledge today, I perform the Anjeshi Sanskara. Prem se bolo Brindavan Bihari Lala Ki. I will ask my brother Nari to come and say a few words if he chooses.
Jai Sri Ram, everyone. Yes, but then I enjoyed my younger brother, right? Older brother. So you can see when I was younger, I used to beat him up plenty and take his food. Right? Yeah, a little smaller than me. Now, we all say this ever so often. Satya Sanatan Dharmaki. How we feel when we say that? We feel good. We feel pure. We feel happy. We feel at ease. How much of us live by this? Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki Jai. Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki. Satya, which is truth. How much of us live by truth? Think about it. Analyze your life. Seeing some elders in this family here today. Now, we come from a very powerful lineage. How much of us upkeep this lineage? I'm talking to the men right now in our family. How much of us follow through? Our ancestors did their part by living the way that they live. We now have to live in that way to carry on all the hard work that they did in our lives. How much of us live like this? How much of us set an example for the younger ones as well too? Some of the points that I wanted to bring forward, my brother touched on those points. This is how Auntie lived. A very pure person, very honest person. Uncle Breeze, your mommy, very pure person. Teacher, dada, wife, very nice person. Right? And I will tell you today, the backbone of our family is the wife, is the mother of the home, and should be treated as such as well too. Right? Auntie was the backbone of this family. Do we know? Taking it first. Right? So in our life, we live by that. We say that, but we live by that, and we lead by example. My brother brought up this point, and I remember this kata in, the kata that we read for Shivaji night, of that criminal, that evil person by the name of Guru Druha, live his life very terrible person. But yet during that night of Shivaji, unknowing to him, he performed offerings without knowing. And gradually during those prahara, he changed gradually over that 12-hour period during that night. So in other words, just like my brother said, it's never too late for anybody to change. And you can change something about yourself. Make up your mind and change while you're here. He said that we are here. We are here and we could do something still. Satya Sanatan Dharma, right? Rather than doing the wrong thing, do the right thing. And just lead by truth. Let truth be your guide. Truth represents, Bhagwan represents truth. If we follow truth in our lives, you can never go wrong. Auntie never went wrong. And like we said, all my experiences that I remember with Auntie here today was very nice. I remember I went on a visit, Uncle Vino was there, and I was showing him where we used to pitch marble, all the good times that we had there. And yes, she had a way she used to talk. Just remember, I can't explain it. But that is the purity in the person. That is the love that she had for family members and friends as well too. Right? So, in other words, what she did, how she lived, and uncle as well too, how he lived his life. Again, reflection on the children. Uncle Vinu, Auntie Savi, Auntie Sati, Sita, right? I remember from a long time. It's a testament of their parents. It's a testament to Auntie here today. So everyone join hands. We close our eyes. I wouldn't take too long again, right? We offer our prayers. Now we all make mistakes in our lives. We ask Bhagwan to please forgive Auntie here today for making any mistake, knowingly or unknowingly, in any way that she fell short in her life, as a human being, as a devotee of Bhagwan, as a mother, as a grandmother, as a sister, as a wife, as a great-grandmother as well too. We are all asking you, Bhagwan, today to please bless her, forgive her, be her guiding light, Bhagwan, show her the pathway, Bhagwan, brighten her pathway, that leads directly to your Bhagwan. And when she reaches your abode Bhagwan, please welcome her with open arms. Hari Om. Anadi Nidano Devaha Shanka Chakra Gadadaraha Akshayaha Pundarekaksha Preta Moksha Prato Bhava Om Krishna Krishna Kapado Tvam Gatinam Gatir Bhava Sangsarhanav Magnanam Prasida Purushottamaha Om Tat Sat Pret Atma Shanti Om Tat Sat Pret Atma Shanti Om Tat Sat Pret Atma Shanti Bole Sri Vrindavan Belilal Ki Jai Bole Sri Krishna Bhagwan Ki Jai Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki Jai.
All right, sit down again. Imagine he still said that he was your older brother. So he still thinking so. Consciously, things come out your mouth. You know? Anyway, I'm about to close at this point. But, you know, I said Satchit Ananda, right? And we said Satya is truth. Well, Chit is consciousness, self-consciousness that you and I have. And when you tap into it, you will realize that you are divine. The consciousness within you, who is the divinity of Bhagavan Krishna, is pure. That is who you are. And the last part is Ananda, which is supreme bliss. You ever met somebody that's just so happy, boy? You ever see them like just gladness? Well, I will tell you, a few people I met so, they were poor. To be quite honest. Or they were in a temple somewhere, or they just walking about Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, absolute bliss. You know what happened? They have found consciousness, happiness within themselves. You understand, Vin? Uncle Vin? And when you find it, you don't need to be amongst family, strong and bad, or friends, or anybody to validate who you are. You follow? You are just happy on your own 2 feet strong and happy because you have found something in you that others spend their whole life looking for. That is the Atma, the blessing, the light that is in you. So search for it and find it. And when you find it, happiness on the outside is temporary, but that happiness on you is eternal. Prem Subolo Brindavan Bihari Lalaki. I'll ask anyone. Well, I know Uncle Vin said nobody had a eulogy to say, but would like any family member like to speak for a minute or two? I will give you the floor. I will give you 10 seconds to put your hand up. If not, I'll move forward, right? But I'm leaving the floor open. Anybody would like to say something? Okay then. Well, immediate family. So children, well, I was going to say immediate family, but nearly everybody here probably immediate family. But very immediate family, you come, you could go to the box. Before we leave in 5 minutes, come and pay your last respect. You could do arati, put flowers, whatever you like to do. And then once you all finish, I will go, right? So come. There's no stopping, right? We throw the flowers on the right. While the immediate family paying their last respect, I will do what my Pitaji used to do for any funeral service. Shri Krishna Chan Maharaja Prabhu Betani Etani Soniye Soniye Shri Krishna Chan Maharaja Prabhu Betani Etani Soniye Soniye Jinake kucha hai avalamba nahi Tinake charana Rakiye Rakiye Shri Krishna Chan Maharaja Prabhu Betani Etani Suniye Suniye Isake Avagun Bahutere hai Isage Avagun Bahutere hai Yahi Bara Shama Kariye Kariye Shri Krishna Chan Maharaja Prabhu Betani Etani Suniye Suniye Dina Dayal Pita Tumahi Nijadama Esake Chahiye Chahiye Shri Krishna Chan Maharaja Prabhu Bitani Atani Suniye Suniye Mokshadaya Binaotanahi Chahe Koti Prabandha Kariye Kariye Shri Krishna Chan Maharaja Prabhu Bitani Atani Suniye Suniye भवसागर धारा बहुता गहरी कोई नाव वहाँ चाहिए चाहिए श्री कृष्ण चंद महाराजा प्रभु बितनी तनी सुनिए सुनिए कोई ब्रात तुम्हारा करे बिनती दया भगवान करिए करिए श्री कृष्ण चंद महाराजा प्रभु बितनी तनी सुनिए सुनिए. You all chant with me. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I will take 1 minute again and then we will go, right? Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare, Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Well, at this point, due to time, I'll ask everyone please stand. Clasp hands and close eyes. If you're able to stand, if not, remain seated due to health. I know she was one of the elders of the family that still held on. We still have a few people remain. It's a privilege to be in the presence of all of you. I represent the late Pandit Indardai Maharaj. I am a particle of the Pitaji. Kaki was a particle of her parent. But the real particle she belonged to is Bhagavan Krishna. She is a subset, a spark of divinity from Bhagavan Krishna. And after today, 1 year's time, may she obtain moksha. Please clasp your hands and close your eyes. Contemplate on the form of Bhagavan Vishnu. Om Anadi Nedano Deva Shanka Chaka Gadadara Akshaya Pundirikaksha Preta Moksha Pradobhava Om Krishna Krishna Kripalo Twamagati Nangatir Bhava Sansara Sarada Magnanam Prasida Putushotamam Om Tatsat Pretatmaha Shanti Om Tatsat Pretatmaha Shanti Om Tatsat Pretatmaha Shanti. All right. Going one time. Going one stop.
Into this world we have come alone, or jaye bhi akela. And in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. Do din ki zindagi hai, do din ka mela. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. Aaye bhi akela aur jaye bhi akela.
Tvameva mata Shapita Tvameva Tvameva bandhu cha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva sarvam Mam Deva Deva Aaye bhi akela Jaye bhi akela Do din ki zindagi hai दो दिन का मेला आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला दो दिन की जिंदगी है दो दिन का मेला जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला।
East, close over. West. Bring that 1.5. Behind your back. So you run in front. Yeah, go ahead. Sure. Help him out. Help him out. So as I say, nah, the other way. Watch. Good. Nah, next way. Right. Put it in. Put me on. If you got to help him, you have to show him what to do. Put me on. Go touch up. Go to Indardai Maharaj. Om Tasha Bhutasa, Indardai Maharaj, Pritasa, Mete Sani Shiva. Om Tasha Bhutasa, Indardai Maharaj, Pritasa, Mete Sani Shiva, Nimitam Deepam, Putade, Om Suryam Chakshu Katatu Vatamatmadhyam Gacha Prativicha Bhumana Pinna. Apova Gacha Yeta Pita Tishate Ukadeshu Katete Shashari Yam Pachanta Pashanti. Break it in, same thing again. Break it in 4 face out. Face out. Break it in 4. East, west, north, south. East, Om Tasha Bhutasa, Indardai Maharaj, Vishwado Bhutanam, Nimitam Ishati Pinumai Vidyana. Nimitam Ishati Pinumai Vidyana. Next time we stop in open. You have one more day, right? Which was that? Ram Nam, yes. Ram Nam, 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 Ram Nam. Om Kashyap Bhutasa, Indardai Maharaj, Pritasa, Shiva Nimitam, Snana Maidate to go to Krishnam, Nimitam Snana Maidate to go to Krishnam, Om Kashyap Bhutasa, Indardai Maharaj, Pritasa, Shiva Nimitam Deepam, Mayadate to go to Krishnam, Nimitam Deepam, Mayadate to go to Krishnam, water. Om Suryam Chakshu Katatu Vatamatma Dhyamcha Gatati Devicha Dhamana Apava Gata Iti Kacha Devitam Putadi Sutati Om Pancham Sarva Shanti Om Pancham Sarva Shanti Look at that. Let's see fire. Come, we're going to shake the fire. Now, speak first. Good. Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Nam. Ram Nam. Ram Nam. Ram Nam. Ram Nam. Ram Nam. Catch it somewhat. Keep doing it right. Line up in it. This time we doing everything. Oh, what the wood. Uncle, come. Uncle, Vino, come. Just hold it from last. Uncle, bring the whole chair. Bring the whole chair. Last time. What's up? Indardai Maharaj,
That's not the piece.
Ladies, right?
Yeah. Right, so you only have the extra hand here, right? So at least 4. Now we won't pretend don't need to do the hammer. That's not one. When we don't do the hammer, then we go. Right, so hold sit up. Leave the cloth on the ground. Right. Keep it straight on all the coming, right?
Right, all right.
Just so it. Keep it straight. Drop your hand, rest it down. Slide in.
Bring you out. Set it. You ready? Come on, son, ready. Yeah, do it. Go for some water. Oh my God, Hamatura Maya Kachi Kanchi Awantika, Vida Lege, September Mushadai Kappa, Kappa Dama, Kilo Babatu. Like it from an area, right? There's only wrong. Mix up. Go straight on top of it. It can go more center. When about 50 you can 54 times around say average, right? When you're ready, just open up swaha, right? Come ready. Right. Go. Om Loma Biha Swaha. Go take again. Go fast. Take again. Good. So on the edge of it. Om Pracha Swaha. Go on. Om Lohita Sita Swaha. Om Me Biha Swaha. Om Manya Se Biha Swaha. Om Sanyu Biha Swaha. Om Asta Biha Swaha. Om Madhya Biha Swaha. Om Ratase Swaha. Om Paive Swaha, Om Ayasai Swaha, Om Prayasai Swaha, Om Sanyasai Swaha, Om Viyasai Swaha, Om Ujasai Swaha, Om Suche Swaha, Om Suchate Swaha, Om Suchamanai Swaha, Om Sokai Swaha, Om Tapate Swaha, Om Tapyate Swaha, Om Tapyamanai Swaha, Om Tapyai Swaha, about 10, right? Om Bhurmai Swaha, Om Nishkrityai Swaha, Om Priyakityai Swaha, Om Bhujai Swaha, Om Yamai Swaha, Om Panchakai Swaha, Om Nityave Swaha, Om Brahmane Swaha, Om Brahmahatyaya Swaha. Two more. Om Vishwebhyo Devibhyaha Swaha. Last one. Physically, tally said, remember now. Om Dana Pitivi Bhyam Swaha. Good. Water. Right. So operate one time, go
Right, you could organize to move the tent. 2 men by a post. So men to move the post, the arm tent. Straight across.
You all on walking around? You all on walking around? You all on
Take the arm.
It's 5 times in all.
I'll win one by one.
Each time you go around, 35 hands.
Ready?
You're crying, auntie. But we talk about it, right?
we shall live alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. आए भी अकेला,